We're back!
We're hungry!
And in our thirst for knowledge
And hunger for food.
Mota mota balla, thodi dahi. We've landed up in Kanpur in search of an educational institution, really.
Which is a legend. We've been traveling all over Kanpur for about 16 kilometers now in one direction and we still haven't found it. We are so confused.
We're not that confused. We have the history of the place.
Really?
IIT Kanpur was started thanks to an act of parliament way back in 1959. And already it was destined for greater things. You know why?
No.
Because it was started in a canteen building. The first set of classes were held in a canteen building.
Wow, IIT. And in 1963 it was moved to the area of Kalyanpur, which is where the campus is now.
What we have to do is try and find it. We don't see it, but according to the phone, it's right here. I can see you, and I can see that IIT should be somewhere here.
You think? Yeah. Let's just ask someone. Sir, ये IIT किधर होगा? पर ये तो भारतीय प्रौद्योगिकी संस्थान कानपुर है.
This is IIT in Hindi.
Welcome to the Aero Modeling Club of IIT Kanpur. These young gentlemen are going to be flying these aircraft that they have made right over here on this long runway. Yes, they actually have an airfield in IIT Kanpur, and back over there is a hangar which has aircraft inside it, including gliders on which they can get joyrides occasionally.
And maybe Nikhil and Arpit here, who are members of the Aero Modeling Club, can help us get a joyride. So gentlemen, can we sit on one of these when it takes off?
No, definitely not.
Now, who makes these models? You kind of souped that up, but how about these models? Who's making them now?
All the club members, we come together in weekends, and we all together do this kind of stuff.
Fantastic. Now, how far can this thing fly? I mean, if you're standing here, how far from you can it go?
It depends on the range of the transmitter and receiver you are using. We have a range of around 1 kilometer. We don't go beyond the line of sight.
You keep it on a tight leash. Make sure it comes
in
back.
a visible range, so you can control them.
Excellent. Can you do like somersaults and loops and all that?
Yeah, there are various maneuvers.
Are there little bombs that you can drop as you bypass things?
We do make slots for the
Just
bombs,
say
but
no.
we don't put actual bombs.
Just say no, don't put ideas in his head.
So what it takes to be an IIT Aero Modeling Club member is first of all responsibility, mathematical ability, the ability to equate and calculate how to make things work, and castor oil.
And character to say no, no matter how tempting something sounds, like dropping stink bombs on professors' houses, correct?
No.
Yeah. And enthusiasm and patience. I mean, for complete assembly of this plane, it might take something like 2 days or something.
I thought the patience would come in case it crashed on top of somebody.
If it crashed, then we
you're
have
a
to
patient.
repair it again. So
Then you have to go to hospital, then you're a patient.
yeah, similarly. Like
Okay. Alright gentlemen, let's start the engines. Nikhil has got the controls in his hands. He's doing really well, and this baby can fly at about 100 kilometers an hour. And here it comes. Look at it. He's really good at this. Woohoo! There it goes.
I'll tell you what, if you're in an aero modeling club, unless you're flying the thing, it will be a real pain in the neck.
A neck?
Yeah, pain in the neck.
What?
Wow!
From flying high in the sky to building sky-high potential. Lots of little interesting things going on in IIT everywhere at all times. This, for example, is called the crow. I don't know why it's called that, but what it's supposed to do is, if 3 people bang it together at the same time, it recreates the sound of a rocket lifting off. Japanese tourist, Mr. Chowmin, Hakasan. Hello, how are you? Can you help us bang bang crow?
Sure.
Thank you, konnichiwa. Oh. Okay, ready.
Ichi ni san bang bang.
1, 2, 3. Powered by Indian and Japanese technology, that rocket has just attained liftoff.
Now we all know women are superior in every way, right? They're better looking, they're more intelligent, they're hardworking, they're smarter. That doesn't seem to play out in IITs. In IITs, for every 11 boys, there's only one female student. Why?
So we're going to ask the best people who should have an answer to that. These young ladies from IIT who are either doing engineering or their PhDs. Miss, why is there only one girl to 11 boys? Why is that ratio so skewed?
Because girls are more hardworking, intelligent, pretty. So they need somebody to match their standards, and IIT doesn't have guys that can match them.
If you're a boy in IIT and you're listening to this, spruce up.
IIT Kanpur has 11 messes and all of them serve food to the people who live around that mess. So this, for example, is hall number 9 mess, and this is supposed to have the best food, which is why we're over here.
Now the way the mess works here is that each mess attached to each hall of residence will have a mess committee which has primarily students that live in that hall of residence and the warden. And every month they'll give the contractor here a list of what the menu should look like for the whole month. And then the menu runs according to that. And then every day you'll have special items where you can pay a little bit extra and get that.
And this menu caters to everybody from all across. So there's Rajma Chawal for the north palate, there's Sambar for the south palate, and that's Damalu. So unlimited amount to eat, and what you need to bring is a coupon like this for 40 rupees, which is going to give you as much lunch as you can eat. Keeping in mind that they also have non-vegetarian food quite frequently, it's not a bad deal at all.
You only need a coupon if you're not a student that belongs to this mess or this hall of residence.
How can any segment on food be complete without good conversation? So we are having a hell of a bulla right now with chapu, baket, maggu and bajar.
Here's how it works. When you're part of the mess or the hostel, if you come and you speak the language, you pretend like you know everybody, you won't have to pay the 40 rupees. So in the interest of getting a free meal, we've decided to learn all the terminology.
So what's a bulla? Tell me first.
A bulla is a random conversation on any topic.
Which is what's happening right now. So we're having a bulla about bulla.
We're having a bulla about bulla.
Okay, and why do you get to be chapu? What does chapu mean?
Chapu means being awesome at almost everything. So I don't decide that I'm chapu. Others decide that I'm chapu.
What do you say, bajar? What does bajar mean?
Baja means a really dumb, stupid sort of a person.
What is baket, which is what you are?
Bagat means a dude.
A dude.
Yeah. Super cool, awesome person.
So you're awesome, you're dude, and my poor friend gets to be dumb. That's terrible, yeah.
And the Maggu out there is doing exactly what he probably does at the study table. He's got his head down and he's focused on what he's doing, which is studies normally.
Maggu is a very serious thing. You can see the specs also.
Right, so I'm a maggu, he's a maggu. Excellent, so we are the brains of the lot. So does this hostel, Hall 9, have the best sort of food?
I think in IIT Kanpur, this is the best mess. Best mess.
So guys, how do you get into IIT here? Tell me, in a short form.
Simple, rigorous practice. That's it.
Practice of what?
Practice of regular questions. You need to be regular throughout.
You think I'm talking about studying and all that stuff now? What do you eat to be able to develop your brain to be able to pass the IIT?
Eat is definitely healthy food. Healthy food cooked by a mom, made in desi ghee.
The chapu and the baguette has spoken. We want to get into IIT, get your mother to make you parathas every morning and cook food with desi ghee and invite us over because we'll support your cause. Because after all, we are in IIT also.
Guys, once in a while when you need a break from the food here, where would you normally go out and eat? Where would you recommend we eat?
Well, I would prefer, there's a really nice hangout place just outside of ITK, Ramaiya Dhaba. The food there is really tasty and cheap as well.
And what else is exciting in IIT? What exciting things do you guys do over here?
The clubs are fantastic, and the robotics club is very good, and even the dance club, dramatics club, all the cultural clubs are, they're excellent.
Anybody a member of the dance club?
No.
Anybody a member of the robotics club? It's time for Rocky and Mayur's report card. Mayur, taste of the food in Hall 9.
A+.
Excellent.
What about cool insider terminology in Hall 9?
A++ budget. And how about the girl to boy ratio?
D-.
D- is good.
Other places have sports club, adventure club, sewing clubs. IIT, of course, has to be different. It's got a robotics club. Can you believe that? Check that out, yeah.
It's a spider.
It's not a spider. It's not a spider.
What is it?
What is this, young man?
This is hexapod.
Okay.
And what is the function of this thing? What does it do?
It is
Will it bite? If I put my hand here, will it bite me?
No, it will not bite today, but it can bite tomorrow.
Okay, it will bite tomorrow.
You're working on that bit.
Yeah.
Today I
Okay.
can touch it. How cute.
Yeah, you can touch it.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello, cutie. So it can basically move across all kinds of terrain.
Yeah.
So when this grows up, what is it going to become? The large scale model, what is it going to do?
We can send it for military purposes. We can send it to another planet,
Right.
and it can bring some useful data from there.
So tell me, Ranvijay, how does this operate now? The brain is over here, the legs are over here, they can move at 3 locations, there are lots of batteries around it, there's an aluminum body over here.
Yeah.
And when you send signals from your laptop, it'll come into the brain and then it'll do what you tell it to do.
Yeah.
So that's like the nerves. of
Yeah,
the
these
human
are
body.
like the nerves. This
Excellent.
is the brain, and these are like the nerves. These are your muscles.
Okay, let me take a wild guess. This robot does something with the Rubik's Cube.
Exactly. I'm Prashant, and this is our robot Rubicron.
Okay.
As the name suggests, it automatically solves a Rubik cube.
Okay.
Like this cube is based on an advanced algorithm.
Okay.
This cube can solve in less than 22 moves.
So how much time would it take to solve the Rubik's Cube? This computer?
Like we are integrating it, but we can make it to less than 1 minute or 2 minutes.
Less than 1 minute.
Yeah.
And who's
Yeah.
the fastest guy in IIT Kanpur who can solve a Rubik's Cube?
It was a senior like Ankur. He solved in less than 20.
So humans are still better than robots.
But well done, guys. If I had a hat, I would have taken it off to all of you. That is absolutely fantastic. Though my favorite part is 2 things. Number 1, somebody just tried to pick a big box over there and everything fell out from the bottom. Which so happy to see that. And the second thing, IIT Kanpur has built a satellite that's up in geosynchronous orbit right now and is known as the Jugnu. Is that right?
Jugnu is the nano-satellite program of IIT Kanpur under mechanical department under Dr. Vyas. So it's really compact.
What does it do?
Well, it is basically aimed at weather forecasting right now, but with satellite, sky is the limit. I should say, universe is the limit.
Okay, just on national camera for the whole country, can anyone put this on their tongue and see how it feels to get a mild electric shock? No? I guess I'm the only one.
Which might explain why they qualified the exam at IIT and you didn't. Maybe.
One of the
Just
main
maybe.
reasons why I'm standing in front of you talking so coherently is electric shocks. I'm telling you.
No matter what you say, I will always believe that humans can do it better. So we've seen a robot that does this, but we've got a whole bunch of humans now and they're going to indulge in a competition.
So without much ado, here's Apollo Go the Distance, solving the Rubik Cube in the fastest time possible, and the winners will get a prize. Are you guys ready? Yeah. Alright gentlemen, start your engines, take your marks, 1, 2, 3, go! 20! And we've got a winner at 20, but the rest of the guys are going strong. Here's another one at 24, here's another one, 26. Well done, young man. Here are your prizes for
the top
Apollo
4.
Go the Distance. And this one is for the winner, of course. Please hand it over, sir. Along with a t-shirt that says Revolution. Second prize winner.
No, he was the
second prize winner.
winner.
There you are. Congratulations. And third prize winner. Gentlemen, thank you very much. The rest of you, very good. Well done. If you're studying in a college, which means you have an education and you're highly privileged in our country today, there is a responsibility on you to try and give something back. And IIT Kanpur has a body called the Prayas, which exactly does that. And to tell us more about it is Ratnakar. Hi Ratnakar, how are you?
Fine.
So Ratnakar, how did Prayas begin? What is the concept behind it?
It began in 2001. A group of IT students went to some nearby school and they saw that the kids are very talented here, but they don't have that quality of schools. And there are no teachers, or if there are teachers, they don't come to teach. Their parents are either cleaners in IT campus or mess workers or rickshaw pullers. So we thought that probably we should do something about that. And so we began a system here, and there we give them free tuitions to kids who go to some school nearby.
Is every student at IIT involved in all this, or is this just a group of you?
Directly just a group of students teach them, but indirectly everyone is involved because we get fund from everyone.
My God, that's a lesson if there ever was. Thank you so much, Ratnakar, on behalf of, I think all of us here. You've taught us a very important lesson. Time for our segment, Then and Now.
Then, future corporate leaders like Narayan Murthy sat and sipped chai at MT in IIT Kanpur.
Now future corporate leaders like us drink cappuccino at our food court.
Then, Abhay Bhushan invented file transfer protocol to transfer files over the internet.
Now, thanks to the huge bandwidth, we can transfer n amount of data in no time.
Free movies.
All of it.
मैंने दिल तुझको दिया, मैंने दिल तुझको.
Stop singing.
Take a wild guess what the name of the dhaba behind us is.
Basta bhaiya.
No.
Dil dhaba.
No.
Maine dhaba.
No.
Tujhko diya dhaba.
I quit.
The one word that I left out, it's called the Ramaiya Dhaba, and it is on National Highway 91, which is also known as GT Road. This is the old road that goes all the way to Delhi from Calcutta.
With us are two IIT Kanpur students. Please introduce yourselves, gentlemen.
Hi, I am Ankur Agarwal. Abhiru Bhatnagar.
I've heard that this is a sort of hangout joint for IIT guys, and they come out here late at night to party. Now, what kind of party can you have over here, honestly?
Definitely a cheap party.
Number one criteria for all college students, the party must be cheap. And this is what we ordered now. We've gone with the recommendations of these two young men. They said the paneer pakoda is really famous, so is the pyaz pakoda. We ordered both of them, and they're quite good, so you guys have done well.
Holy cow, take a look at this. That dal tadka has come with a big chunk of butter. They're not shortchanging you, definitely.
The dal is as good as I thought it would be. It's robust, it's strong, it's got some beans in it, lots of butter that gives it that quintessential flavor, high on spice. Now that's how a dhaba dal should be. How's the paneer bhujis?
Starts with the great advantage that it's bhurji made from paneer. Already a winner. Not too heavily spiced, surprisingly. Very often in dhabas they will spice it. Not nice. The paneer is very fresh. I wonder if they make it here. It's time for Rocky and Mayur's report card. Rocky, taste.
7.
7. What about the ambience?
8.
I'll give it an 8 too.
How about the service?
8.
I'm going to give it a 9. And value for money?
9.
8. So not a bad report card at all for a highway dhaba. And what's great when you come over here is the dal makhani, which you must try, the missi roti and the lachha roti, which is surprisingly good for a place like this.
And don't forget to start your meal with some nice paneer and pyaz pakoras and a cup of chai. Dhaba style.
So it's time for us to move on and look for more food and more exciting places, but not before we give you the food court. This bucket says Hall 9 and Ramaiya food you can take for granted. I finally got into IIT Kanpur just like my mother wanted.
Whether you're a cool chapu or a studious maggu, whatever you want to be, if you want to be a multi-talented super achiever, come to IIT.
Shall we go?
Goodbye. It's raining. Rasta, rasta, rasta.